And she says, But it shall be when he lieth down, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie, and thou shalt go in, and uncover his feet, and lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do. Now the men in that day would lie like spokes around the threshing floor to protect the grain from any marauder during the night, or from anyone else, for that matter, any thief that wanted to come in. And they were lying like that, which meant their head was up toward the grain, but their feet were just out like spokes all the way around. Now what Naomi says, you go, put your feet up toward his feet, but you pull his cloak down over you that he has there. He'll be warm, you see, from the work of the evening, and he won't want it, but during the night he'll get cold, as it does in desert country. And so this is what happened. And he said, And uncover his feet, and lay thee down, he'll tell thee what thou shalt do. And she said unto her, All that thou sayest unto me I will do. Now, Naomi's not advising her to do something wrong, as some folks seem to think. Naomi happens to be her mother-in-law. This girl was married to her son who died, and you can be sure one thing, she's just not even about to do a thing like that. And now this girl, Ruth, I think she does this reluctantly. She said, I don't want to let him know. Maybe he wouldn't want to marry me. She's reluctant to take this step. I think it was a strange law for a woman from Moab to find out that she's to go and to make the overture. But she says, All that you'd command, that you say, unto me I'll do it. And she went down under the floor and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her. Now I'm reading verse 7. And when Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was merry, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn, and she came softly, uncovered his feet, and laid her down. You see, down at the foot where these men were lying all around the grain, why, they would put down a cloak, because during the night they're going to pull it up. And so what happened was this. It came to pass at midnight. The man was afraid. What happened was he reached down for his cloak, and we're told here he turned himself. Behold, a woman lay at his feet. You see, just reached down to get that cloak. It wasn't handy where he had put it, and so he felt somebody else's feet that were poked down there toward his feet. And he said, Who art thou? And she answered, I'm Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. Now what she's saying here is this. You are my kinsman redeemer. I claim you as my kinsman redeemer. And friends, I think this is one of the loveliest things that you have in the Word of God. This is romance, and let me tell you, this is real romance. Here is this very fine, outstanding man of war, man of law, man of wealth. And here is this lovely, beautiful woman of Moab, helpless, poverty-stricken, and all of that. And he's fallen in love with her, but he can't say anything. She has to claim a kinsman redeemer. She could have brought him into court, brought him before the elders. But Naomi arranged it like this, says, You go down there and let him know. And so she said to him, You're my kinsman redeemer. I claim you. And you can well understand that's going to make him happy, because listen to him.